In this session, I'll be talking about I/O devices and application. First, I would like to talk about signal types. There are several different signal types for both input and output output signals. On the input side, we have normal open state, we have normal closed state, and you can use latch triggers on both of them. On the output side, we also have normal open and normal closed state. We also have toggle and pulse state. And here I'll show you what that means. Here I have a normal open device diagram and a normal closed device diagram. A normal open switch is normally turned off. And when you trigger the switch, it will turn on until you release the switch again. As for normal close, it's usually turned on. And it turns off when you press the switch. For as long as you hold the switch, and then it will turn off again when you release the switch. It will turn on again here. So normal open basically does the opposite of what normal open do. If you use latch trigger option with normal open, you will do momentary triggering of input. Just like normal open, a normal open switch is usually turned off. And when I press the switch, even though I'm holding the switch, it will only trigger the input once. It will only send out the input signal once. So just like this diagram here, it's turned on and then off right after it's been turned on. As for the output signal, we also have normal open and normal close, and it's the same thing. When I press the switch, the output signal will be turned on, will activate the alarm until I release the switch. There's no more output signals, no more alarm. And with toggle option, once the output device is being turned on, it will continue its state even though, even if I still have the input signal, or even if I don't have the input signal. So it will keep triggering the output signal until I exit the program or I force close it with our application. As for normal pulse, it does pretty much the same thing as just normal open. Normal open pulse. It does pretty much the same thing as normal open on the diagram here. The only difference is I can set the time duration for how long the output will continue to trigger. So if I set 5 seconds here, when I press the switch, I will send out an output. I will send out an output signal, and once I release the switch, the signal will continue to go on for 5 seconds. So if I press the switch for 5 seconds, then release it, how long is it going to take until the output to turn off? It's actually it's going to be 10 seconds because you only continue the countdown when I release the switch. So the total alarm time is actually the time I press the switch plus how long I want it to be turned on. just like this equation here. So that's all the signal types we support in our system. And we also have another option called keep last toggle status in our normal open or toggle. Just right there, keep last toggle status. It can be used in applications like emergency exit. In case of emergency, you don't want your emergency exit to lock down. But what if the DVR crashes, or if the connection failed? What do you do? When you skip last toggle status with our external I/O box and relay box, the output state will be kept even if the DVR crashes or the connection between the DVR and the I/O box failed. And we also provide two I/O triggering recording mode. One is called momentary mode. The other one is called maintain mode. Momentary mode can let you specify two switches, one to start recording, another one to stop the recording. It can be used for applications like an airport X-ray scanner. When you have a luggage gets into the scanner, it can trigger one input signal to start the recording. And once the luggage gets out from the scanner, it will trigger another input and stop the recording. So basically, one way out, one way in, one way out. For situations like this, you can use momentary mode to monitor your object. And maintain mode. Maintain mode can be used for applications like access control system. If you only want to monitor your office during the night, you can use maintain mode. In the morning, when you swipe the card and disable it can disable the alarm and stop the recording of your office. And when you leave the office at night, it can trigger the alarm again and also start the monitoring. For applications like that,